How we going, guys? It's Hoops here with day 4 of the build for the camper trailer. So if you haven't been watching, there's 3 episodes before this one. A little bit boring on the aspects of just stripping down the frame and getting things ready. So we're starting to get into the crucial side of the build where we're actually boxing it out, doing all the fabrication. So this should be a pretty good video. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet for you guys and not talk too much. So, but yeah, if you haven't already subscribe to my channel, yeah, appreciate it if you did. If you like this sort of stuff, go check out all my videos. There's probably 400 plus videos of all sorts of fishing, camping, and all kinds of adventures. But this one is a bit different as it's a camper build. But we're going to be using all our King stuff that we've bought online through 4-wheel-drive Super Center, and trying to utilize as much material as I've got already. Obviously, we're going to have to buy some stuff. I want to get some proper structural steel for the frame and stuff like that today. So this video, yeah, we'll be going to the hardware store. I have a friend helping me today. We're going to get plenty of steel just to keep me going on the project for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, that's the idea. Is we're going to be basically buying the stuff and starting to frame up the rest of the box. And I'll show you the door that I've already made, which I didn't do on episode 3, but I managed to do episode 4. This one I'll just show you the actual frame that I built. So yeah, if you like it, hit the thumbs up, leave us a comment, and yeah, we'll see you guys very shortly. Rightio. So what I've done is I've made up this frame. I probably said on the last one I wasn't going to do it, but I raced ahead. So I made it so it sits in there just beautiful, all the way down and around and up. And what I'm going to do is get a few of these hinges like this, and they will go straight on there, 3 on each side. So there'll be 3 on this one, 3 on the rear door, and 3 on the side door. We built this as well, which is, I don't know if we're going to put it on this side or possibly on this side, and just box it in. And then what we're going to do is build a box out here, and then that'll have my kitchen sink that will swivel out, the kitchen yeah, the mixer, and then we could probably put power or the water filter in, mount it in this box here. And today we're going to go and get some more of this channeling like this, so we can make support pieces from one end, from the middle, and then from that end, and then also we're going to put a brace across there. And we're also going to go get some more of this 20 by 20 tubing to make out our other frames. On this frame here, we've still got to put some braces through the middle here, and we've got an idea, changing the idea as we go, but coming up with an idea to have a table that I can have out here as well, instead of being over in the middle. And that one's just going to drop down and sit over the top of this angle edge, and that'll clip on from there to there, and it will run out. And then what we do is we can take it off and then slide it inside this door and have 2 little latches that you can latch and close the actual kitchen table and secure it to the inside of this frame door. So that's a new build. And then that way, what we're going to do is turn our fridge this way and have our fridge slide out the back, so we can come around here, get to our fridge, go to our sink, go to our cooker, and then you've got that middle room in there for standing around and turning around cooking or prepping. I think that's a much better idea. I'm probably going to rip off my rear drawers from my car, install them in here, because I actually prefer it in here and not in my car, because I lose room in my car, but that'll be perfect, and it should fit in there nicely. But yeah, that's what's on the agenda today. Is we're going to go and get the tubing. We're going to get this piece off, grind it all back, probably weld it up, get it all squared up, and yeah, start putting some support braces across as well. So yeah, got a few things to do, but we'll get into it and we'll show you. Rightio, so we've just been to the scrap joint, or the salvage joint, and we've got all that steel just there. So that should be enough to do all the framework and some, which is handy. But that's added to the rest of the fees so far. That's $215 worth of steel. So that should finish it off, other than the covering it all in now, like the sheets So that's another cost on top. And I should have enough maybe left over to make the boxes up for the front. We'll see how we go. Might get into trying to grind all that back now and trying to level all this up and do some cross braces. Right, I'll solid weld all the way around, and then I'll get the measurements for it to go across that way. That way they are definitely going to hold up, but we should be pretty sweet. Shabby. I'm not, yeah, it's not welding very good. Absolutely disgusting, but hey, it'll work. Alright, so we've measured up the brace to go across. She's level, and we've just got the magnets holding it level, so I'm just going to tack it over here and then buff the paint off that one, tack it there. Alright, so we've got it all braced up now, so it's level, got both ends done. So she's a box, finally. So what I'm going to do now is just do two middle braces, weld them up, and then we might have time maybe to start bracing across here, just like on this side. But yeah, we'll see how we go, but it's looking pretty good. The weld's getting better, I suppose. But yeah, I'll clean this all down, and then yeah, we'll definitely probably have to put a lick of paint on it. But yeah, looking good. Rightio, we have made some major progress on this trailer today. Before we started, it was just this one frame done, and now we've put that brace in up the front, another one up the back there, and then we put two cross supports up the side. We grinded that whole thing down, and that was a pain in the butt. It was probably the worst job on the entire build. Like the other side, we put in these pieces across to the flares, or to the wheel arches, another one there, and then the angle line on the top here. So we potentially have a floor, which we might do or might not do yet, I'm not sure, because the drawers will be going in. But yeah, it's come up a treat. I can't believe how good it's coming up so far with those. Everything's perfectly square. Might still make up, I've got one just there, upright here, and I've got to cut one more there, and then I've got to cut another brace from here across, so the tin's got something to bolt to. And then we've just got to make up one door for the back that opens up, and then another door on this side which we frame up so it opens up this way, and then put some hinges on. And then pretty much just be sheeting it and just trying to work out where our other little braces are going to be, like from here and across, so the hot water unit can mount to some steel. Still not sure about a solar panel. We're thinking maybe having it so it comes out a little shelf here and having them mounted right here, so it's always upright and in the sun. So that's a possibility. and yeah, this brace that we're building from here to there will determine the height by the water tank that I've got in my car, which I've got to take out and put the water tank, lean it up and see where the brackets are that fit it, and then that'll determine our height for our brace across there. And then we might, or we could do that later, but yeah, I think we might work on getting this back door framed out and this side door framed out for now, so that'll be good. Rightio guys, it's the next day. So what we're doing now is we're just framing up the outer hitch, the trailer lift up. So yeah, pretty much got these pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is tack them in, and I've just made sure that they're nice and flush along this whole face and squared up to each other on this edge as well. So what I'm going to do is just tack the whole frame in place, and then we'll get on with trying to finish out this other side door as well. Did a bit of a tidy up this morning and got the rooftop tent in a bit closer as well, just so we can make some measurements. What we're going to do is run like a roof rack on the top of this, so that rooftop will sit on it, and then we have storage up here for like tables, things like that. But yeah, we'll go ahead and tack this up, see how she looks. Rightio, so I'm getting onto this other side door now, which I've cut all the pieces out. Just thought I'd show you what I'm actually doing to space this out. So what you can do if you want to make it all square, you level it up and everything, but what I'm doing is making my frames suit my actual frames, so the doors will suit the frames perfectly. So a lot of people they'll square everything off, but then if your frame's not a little bit out, you end up in trouble. So what I do is just stick a old grinder blade, and giving me an edge everywhere I've clamped it all the way along the entire piece, so I know it's not an exact snug perfect fit. It actually has that gap of about probably a mil. It's not a very wide gap, you know what I mean? So that's what I do, is gap it like that. I cut out the corners where the welds sort of touch. I could get the grinder in there a bit better, but just figured I'd just cut it like that. And basically I'll just go along and tack everything in. Once it's all tacked in, I'll just give it a full solid weld, grind it all back, and then we'll cold gow everything. So this is the last door. I've made that door, still got to make the braces. That door over there, because I do the 2 braces, and then this door will have 2 braces as well. So yeah, but that, I just thought I'd show you that. It's just to space your doors out and make your door, your actual hinge doors to suit your actual frame. And don't worry about the square of it, everything else like that. So once this sheet of tin goes on here too, it'll cover up that gap. And yeah, the top one we can put a bit of shit on the inside, bit of plate on the inside, and that'll seal it up, or put a rubber strip on the back, and yeah, that'll be fine. So I'm not worried about that. And yeah, so that's how it's going to be. Rightio guys, I have welded up one of the braces, and I've got the other one ready to weld. But we just got the phone call from the car joint where my brother's car is at. So it's all steam ahead for our Shark Bay fishing trip. So I'm going to leave this series here for a week whilst I go do some fishing. So that should be good. Yeah, we got a hell of a lot done on this trailer now. She's got all the supports, all the doors are done. Just got to do a couple uprights and then put the hinges on, and then we're pretty much ready for sheeting, do the interior and a few other little bits and pieces, make the roof rack for the rooftop tent. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. So it was a little bit of stuff on there, a lot of fabrication, a lot of work got done on this video, which is great to see. So now for the next few videos should actually be pretty exciting, and kitting it out, getting it licensed and all the rest of it. So hope you're enjoying the series so far, and yeah, if you want to stick around and watch the rest of them, go and look at the playlist below, and don't forget to like, subscribe and comment and do all those other things, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, stay moist.